Hello, my name's David Simmons. As part of this requirement, I have to tell about something I learned that was new. When I first took a job as a computer programmer, I was hired to update a computer application from Perl, Linux shell script, and PHP into JavaScript. However, after I'd been with the company for about a week, the guy who was doing the maintenance programming turned in his notice. I had no experience in Linux shell programming, Perl, or PHP. So therefore, I had to learn all these applications, all these coding syntaxes on the fly in order to support our company and support our mission. In doing so, I became proficient in PHP, Linux shell programming, and Perl in order to support the mission of Ingalls Shipyard and building new destroyers. The way I approached it was a lot of trial and error. Anytime there was a problem, I would get into the code using the logic that I had, or the ability to understand the logic that I had gathered through other syntaxes. I used the same logic to create programs and scripts to do what I wanted it to. And then I just had to do a lot of Googling to get the exact syntax and the exact control words that I wanted within the programs. If I had to do it again, what I would have done is maybe understood more about the position before I accepted it and done more time researching the syntaxes that I was required to use on a daily basis and build a ground up understanding of those syntaxes as opposed to learn on the fly. I'm interested in programming because I love taking a problem and creating a logical solution to it. I enjoy programming because you have to be able to see things from multifaceted view and take a lot of unexpected inputs and create a desired output. You get to interact a lot with customers in order to obtain what they desire their program to do, and then in turn sit down and write the program to make it do what they want it to do. And in my experience, I've done everything from computer-based or machine-based programming to human interface programming to creating technologies from scratch to replace former and existing technologies. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how I reached a solution for one of the programming questions that we had to complete for this application. And I'm going to explain medium question number 2, in which you have an array and you need to figure out what is the lowest index that you could insert a new numerical index into the array. So of course this requires I use C# to do the programming. You need to use the system collections generic in order to gain the ability to control arrays. I created a main function, and within that I defined a basic array given 3 values, 1, 2, and 5. And I wrote a command line prompt asking the user to insert a value that they would like to insert into the array. I read that value and then called upon a function called putInArray. And for each value in the array, it would go through and determine if the number that was typed by the user, where it would go into the array. So, for example, 3 would actually go into the array following the number 2. So what it did was incrementally go through the array until there were no other numbers to test against. Each time through the array, it would check to see if the value entered is less than the value that of the array that the array returned. If so, the value would be sequentially inserted into the array following that value. However, if it went through again and that statement was still true, then it would replace the value of the array into the variable. If the user inserted the number 0, then it did a check to see if the value inserted that was typed in was 0, then it would output that the number would go sequentially into the array as the first number. If it went through the array and it was not ever triggered as a sequential part of the array, which means the number was bigger than the maximum number, the largest number in the array, then it would insert a value, it would output a line stating that the number will be sequentially inserted into the array, follows the highest number in the array, as well as returning that value from the array. That concludes this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.